This conference will now be recorded.
We are discussing Power BI service. In Power BI service, last class we started discussing about dashboards. So today's class we will discuss some more things about the dashboard. Yesterday we discussed what is dashboard, and then we discussed differences between reports and dashboards, and we see how to create the dashboard and how to format the dashboard. We discussed in today's class we'll discuss about some more things in the dashboard. Let me open Power BI service. Power BI service. Open any web browser. User 15. Just log in. Once we logged in, so I'll go to the project workspace. We created one project workspace with the name project 9 a.m. July 2022. Here we created the dashboard last class. In today's class, we'll talk about dashboard options. So this is the dashboard which we created yesterday, and we'll talk about this dashboard options. Beside the dashboard, you have some options here. We call these options as dashboard options. We'll discuss them. Fine. First one is sharing the dashboard. First button you have is whenever we need to share the dashboard with the others, you can share it. A complete 1 hour of time in the coming classes, we'll talk about how to share the reports and dashboards. At this point of time, keep it on hold about the sharing. 1 hour of time, I'll talk about the sharing only. The next option is add to favorite. So add to favorite, you share this dashboard with your client. Yesterday, if you remember, we shared this dashboard. Let me go to manage permissions. You can see it. We shared this dashboard with user 17. We share this dashboard with whom? User 17. Here user 15 and 16 are owners. Owners are nothing but what? Developers. So user 17 is the client. You share this dashboard with the client. So client, if you want to check the dashboard, you need to log on to Power BI service. You need to log on to Power BI service app.powerbi.com, and you need to log in with user 17 here. Once we logged in, where we can see that in a folder called browse, you need to go to shared with me. In the shared with me, you might have a lot of reports and dashboards. Sometimes you might think that going to shared with me, searching for the dashboard which was shared with us, might be you think a time taking process. What clients can do is clients can see an option called add to favorite, one star here, add to favorite. When the clients click on add to favorite, it will add the dashboard to which folder here? Favorites folder. There is another folder called favorites folder. So which dashboards or reports you need to open repeatedly? Which dashboards or reports you need to open repeatedly? That you can add it to favorites, guys. Now the dashboard I want to see repeatedly is the sales dashboard 9 a.m. July. I'll just add it. From now, whenever I want to see that dashboard, I don't want to go to browse. I don't want to go to shade with me. I don't want to check in a bigger list where you can see it favorites. So even developers can even add their even developer also can move this to the favorites folder. So for developer also in the browse, he will find what folder here? Favorites folder. So developer also want to move this dashboard to the favorites folder. How can he move it is just go to the dashboard, click on add to favorite. When I click on add to favorite, when I go to browse favorites, it got added to the favorites folder, right? Like this, if you want to make any dashboard a favorite dashboard, you can add it to favorite folder. Next one is who will generally do that is Clients will do that. Next one is what? Delete. It is for deleting the dashboard, guys. Whenever we need to delete the dashboard, we can use delete option. So let me discuss what happens when you delete the dashboard. The question here is, there is some option called view lineage. View lineage is used to see the dependent objects. This dashboard was developed on top of which reports? That reports was developed on top of which data set? Where we can see that is in the view lineage. So when I go to view lineage, you are finding here this dashboard. Clearly it is showing this dashboard is developed on top of how many reports? Means 4 reports. That 4 reports was developed on top of how many data sets? Is 2 data sets. The data sets was developed on top of what data sources? Also you are able to see it, right? Fine. When I delete this dashboard, what happens to the report? The question is, you can delete the dashboard with just a click. When you delete the dashboard, what happens to these reports? Anything happens or nothing will happens to the report? Nothing will happens to the report, guys. Understand here. When you delete the dashboard, nothing will happens to the report. The reason is, dashboard is the top level object. Dashboard is the top level object. On the dashboard, if you create something here, if you delete this dashboard, there will be an effect to this. Now, when I go and delete the report, what happens to the dashboard? Let's say I'll just go and delete this sample report. When I delete the sample report, what happens to the dashboard is, dashboard will be there. Dashboard will be there. In the dashboard, when you delete the report, dashboard will be there. What visuals you added from this report to this dashboard, that visuals will be deleted, guys. Understand, when you delete the report, what happens to the dashboard? Corresponding visuals will be deleted. So when you delete the data set, you can even delete the data set. When you delete the data set, what happens to the report? Report will be completely deleted. Report will be completely deleted. When you delete the data set, report will be completely deleted. What happens to the dashboard? Dashboard will be there. In the dashboard, what it will delete? Visuals. Understand, when you delete the data set, on that data set, what reports you created, all the reports will be deleted. When you delete this data set, how many reports it will be deleted is, this 3 reports it will delete. What it will do in this dashboard is, in the dashboard, corresponding visuals will be deleted, but dashboard will not delete. Dashboard will be there. Even sometimes you will even have empty dashboard also, right? When you delete the data set, all the reports which we developed on the data set will be deleted. All the reports which we developed on the data set will be deleted. When you delete the data set, visuals in the dashboard will be deleted. Corresponding visuals in the dashboard will be deleted. When you delete any dashboard, nothing will happen to the reports, nothing will happen to the data set. When you delete the report, nothing will happen to the data set. What happens to the dashboard is, in the dashboard, visuals will be deleted. Right. For some reasons, if you want to delete any dashboard here, you can delete it. Yes. How can we delete it? Is, let's say I don't like to have this dashboard here. I can just go and click on delete. So any dashboard with just going here, you can delete it, guys. Delete the dashboard. Next one is some settings. So previously in the dashboard, we see Q&A button here. To stop that Q&A button, we went to settings and we stopped it. That same settings you can find in the file menu settings here, or the same settings you can find in the dashboard options also here. So let's see what are the different settings you have. We are discussing about dashboard options here. In the dashboard options, we are talking about the settings. When I go to the settings, there are some settings here. Let's quickly discuss about them. First one is, this dashboard is available in which workspace? Now I am in this dashboard. This dashboard is available in which workspace? You will see under owner. You cannot change this name. You cannot go and modify this name. Let's say my requirement is, I need to change the dashboard name, guys. I don't like this name. I need to give the different name to the dashboard. Where you can change the dashboard name is, do you find any option called rename? No. That rename you can do it in where? Settings, when I go to settings, there is something called what here? Dashboard name. You can change it here. You can type your own name, what you want, right? So I don't want to change it. And here you have contact. Tomorrow, when there is any question to the client about this dashboard, to whom they want to contact. Now, we are asking to contact whom here? User 15. Currently, contact information is user 15. Let me go to the client. I'm the client case here. User 17 is what here? Client. When client open the dashboard, tomorrow when there is any question about this dashboard, to whom they want to contact, where they can see is, so when you go to dashboard, when you click on this down button, we can see the contact person. Who is the contact person here? User 15. Now it is showing like user 15. Tomorrow it might show some name like this. It will show some name like this, right? Contact person. So tomorrow when there is any question about this dashboard, I not only want to contact user 15, I want to even contact user 16 also. How to change this contact information is, you just go to settings and add user 16 also here. When you add user 16, this time when I click on save, in the contact you will find both where client can see the contact information. When they expand it, they can see it. To whom they can contact now? User 15 as well as user 16. When they click on it, it will compose one mail for both of them. Let's say I want to send one mail for both of them. You can send a mail, guys, right? Or else by looking at this, you can contact however you want. The next information you have is, once after the contact, snapshot. I'll talk about what is the snapshot. Snapshot and featured or related to each other. We'll discuss about it. And the next one is Q&A. Do you want to allow your clients to write some questions on the dashboard and see the results in the form of visuals? If yes, on this. The next one is comments. Do you want to allow to ask to send some comments on this dashboard? If yes, on this. Now comments is on. Now client, what they can do is, once they open the dashboard, there is something called what? Comment. So I'm the client now, user 17. So here he is seeing the comment option. So why? Because developer allowed him to do the comment. I can send some comments on this dashboard to the developer. Go and click on comment. When I click on comment, it is opening a comments window here, and enter your comment here, and at the rate mention people to grab their attention. So what it is telling is, to whom you need to send the message, you need to start with at the rate. I need to send this message with user 15. To whom I'm sending it? User 15. To whom you need to send, you need to start with at the rate, you need to send the message and write your message. Any message you can write. When I click on post, this message will be delivered to whom? Who is sending the message? User 17. To whom? User 15. User 15 will get some notification here, or even when you go to dashboard, in the dashboard you will see what? Comment. So here when we go to comment, we can see from where we got one comment, user 17. So just click on reply and you can ask him. You can write anything here. Just when I click on post, this message will be delivered to whom now? User 17. Like this, both people can comment on this dashboard if they want to talk something here. Do you want to, if you don't want to provide that provision, where you can stop that? I want to stop it. If you want to stop it, go to settings and stop the comment. Click on save. When you stop it, now when I go to here, this comment button will grayed out now. Just click on refresh it once. Now when I refresh it, is it allowing me to comment now? No. So the next setting is dashboard tile flow. Dashboard tile flow, let Power BI automatically arrange the tiles on this dashboard. So initially when you add the tiles, you will not get in the proper order. Let me show you. Initially when I add the tiles, I'm not getting them in the proper order like this. So these tiles, if you see, they are not properly formatted. There are gaps here. So when you add the tiles, sometimes you might get like this. Who need to arrange the tiles properly is developer. instead of arranging these tiles by the developer, now the tiles are not in the properly arranged. There are some gaps here. So instead of developer doing this, formatting it, you can ask Power BI to format by itself. Where you can do that is in the settings again. When I go to settings, there is something called what? Dashboard tile flow. Currently it is off. When you on this, what happens? Power BI automatically arrange the tiles on this dashboard. When I click on save, now when I go and open the dashboard, you can see all the tiles will be arranged in the proper order. Is it arranged? Yes. These are the different settings you have. One more setting you have is featured, guys. Featured and snapshot are related to each other. Featured. In the featured, currently it is off. So when you need to on this, promote this dashboard in the featured section on home. When you share the dashboard with the client can see the dashboard in where means in a folder called what? Shared with me. I need to go to shared with me. I need to open the dashboard. So instead of going to shared with me, instead of opening the dashboard for clients, when they log in, clients when they log in, where they will land? Home tab they will land. Once they land in home tab, in the home tab you will have a section called featured section. So in this home tab, how you have favorites and frequents. So currently there is no featured dashboards or reports for user 17. That is the reason it is not showing any featured section here. So you can add one featured section in the home tab itself. Instead of going to browse, instead of seeing in the shade with me, in the home tab itself, you can show the dashboard to the client case. How can you show in the home tab itself the dashboard to the client is in the home tab? What you need to do, what developer need to do to show it in home tab? You need to go to settings. In the settings, there is something called what? Featured. When you click on featured, who are the people have the access to this dashboard? All the people can see this dashboard in where now? Home. They will see in the featured section on the home. When I click on save, this time user 17 to see this dashboard, they don't want to go with browse shared with me folder. They can even see in where? In the home itself. In the home itself, they can see it. When I go to home, are we seeing featured section now here? Yes. So this is the dashboard which I asked it to send it to the featured section in the home. Now client, they just click on this dashboard and the dashboard can open and they can see in the home itself. For some reason, some important dashboards will directly push it to the featured section here for the clients. So here you are seeing the default dashboard image. This image is this default dashboard image. Instead of default dashboard image, if you want to give your own image here, you can give it. How to give your own image here is in the same settings, in the same settings, below the featured, on top of that you have what? Snapshot. Snapshot is nothing but what image you need to give it for this dashboard. When I click on upload, it will ask me to upload one image. Let's upload one image here. D drive, Power BI. I'll just add one image here. I'll just add one image. Click on open. Right? It added one image to your dashboard. When I click on save, now go to here. You will not see the default dashboard image. Now you are seeing what? The image which you uploaded. Right? These are the different settings, guys. Simple settings here. Nothing complicated. So first one is you cannot change this. This is workspace name. This is what? Workspace name. The second one is if you want, you can change the dashboard name. And you can change the contact information to whom they want to contact when they have the questions. So if you want to promote it to the featured section on the home, you can promote it using on. And there, if you want to add one image, you can add an image like this. And if you want to enable Q&A feature, you can enable it. And if you want to allow the clients to comment on your dashboard, you can allow it. So if you want to format the dashboard by Power BI itself, you can on this, right? We understand what are the different settings we have. Once after the settings, next one is what? View, usage, metrics. So tomorrow when we develop the dashboard, we might share the dashboard with dozens of users. We might share the dashboards with what? Dozens of users. I'm curious to understand every day how many people are seeing this dashboard. So I shared 100 users. Whether 100 users are opening it or only few are opening and seeing it, I want to check it. Where you can check it? View usage metrics. When I go to view usage metrics, it will open one report and it will show how many users are viewing per day. So day wise, you can even see it. So totally, how many viewers are total viewers is how many viewers? Only two. What are the two viewers? One is user 15. Second one is user 17. How many times they viewed? So each date wise also it will show the views. So it is giving yesterday's statistics. Today's statistics it was not updated here. You'll get it. By sometime you'll get it. Fine. Like this, if you want to see usage metrics, you can see it here. In the dashboard level, you'll find view usage metrics. And we understand what? View lineage. So dependent objects. To see the dependent objects, you can go to the view lineage. We already know about it. Next one is what? Manage permissions. So to share this dashboard, you can share it from this share button, or you can go to manage permissions. From manage permissions also you can share it. All this in a more detailed way for 1 hour of time. I'll discuss about this share button. I'll discuss about this manage permission button in the next class. For now, these are the settings we have at the dashboard level, guys. Now, what other things we'll see is when you open the dashboard, you'll find some options here. Let's try to understand what options we have when you open the dashboard here. What options we have is first one is file menu. When you open the dashboard, file menu is there. If you want to make exactly a copy of a dashboard here, you can make a copy of the dashboard. Understand? If you want to make a copy of the dashboard, if you want, let's say my requirement is I don't want to modify this dashboard. I want to keep it as it is. So I want to make exactly a copy of the dashboard. I want to do additional changes to the copied one. If you want to do the additional changes to the copied one, you can just make a copy of it. You can just click on duplicate. You'll get another copy of the dashboard. You can give another name or you can give the same name. Now when you go here, you'll find the original copy dashboard as well as duplicate one. You can go and modify the duplicate one however you want quickly. So I will just try with a different theme here. How it is looking, we'll try to understand. So when this is looking good, I will just go and use it. For some reasons, if you want to modify the existing one, you can modify it. You can make a copy of the dashboard. Next one is manage permissions. In the dashboard options also you have manage permissions, right? Same options you will have it here. We'll see later. The next one is print this page. If you want to get print hard copy of it, you can print it. This dashboard page. Next one you have is settings. We discussed all the settings what we have in this button. Same settings which you see in dashboard options. In the dashboard options, whatever the share option you see in here, also the same share option. Both the places you have it. Next one is what? Chat in Teams. So what is the purpose of this chat in Teams is tomorrow you share this dashboard with your clients. I share this dashboard with my client. My client is user 17. So user 17 tomorrow when he have any question about this dashboard, so he can directly chat in the Teams guys. So in the companies for chat communication, for message communication, we'll use Teams, or for mail communication we'll use Outlook, right? Same way for chat purpose we'll use Teams. So tomorrow when they have any questions about this dashboard, they can quickly ask the question about this dashboard using chat in Teams, guys. When they click on chat in Teams, it will generate one link to this dashboard, guys. So I'm not signed in here. What it will do is it will open the Teams and it will generate one link to the dashboard. That link to whom you want to ask the question, you need to give. In the Teams, you need to ask the question to whom? User 15. So you can just select user 15 and a link will be added to the chat window. You just paste that link up. So once you paste that link, when user 15 click on that link, it will open this dashboard so that he can understand that you are trying to ask the question on this dashboard, right? To quickly ask any questions on this dashboard through Teams, you can just click on what? Chat in Teams here. And we understand about this comment already. Chat in Teams comment. Next one is what? Subscribe, guys. What is the subscribe is? Tomorrow, when data got refreshed in the data set, So look at this. Let me go to view usage metrics, sorry, view lineage. When I go to view lineage, you'll see the dependent objects here. Understand, tomorrow when you refresh this data set, this is data set guys. When new data is coming in the data sources, we can refresh or schedule refresh this data set. In the next class, we will see it. When you refresh or schedule refresh this data set, you will get the new data from SQL Server to this data set. When you get the new data from SQL Server to this data set, automatically new data will show in this reports and dashboards. So when new data is coming, I don't know at what time developer is refreshing. I don't know at what time new data is coming into the reports and dashboards. Whenever there is a new data coming into the dashboard, you need to get some alert. So for that, what you need to do is subscribe. So when you subscribe for YouTube channel, what happens? Hmm. When they add any new video, you'll get what? Notification. Same way, when there is any new data getting here into the dashboard, if you want to get some message, you need to click on what? Subscribe. Developer can create subscriptions. Even client can create himself subscription. Look at this. So I'm in client. User 17 is what here? Client. Client can subscribe himself. Even developer can create the subscription on behalf of the clients. So when you are in the developer, when you click on subscribe, add a new subscription, add a new subscription. You can give the subject to the subscription. So here, when developer is creating the subscription, he can subscribe for himself and he can even add the clients also. He can even add what? Subscribe for. You are having subscribe for whom? You can just go and add. One of the client is what? User 17, right? You can even add user 17 also. The people who are subscribing here, all that people will receive the message. All that people will receive the message. So if you are the developer, you can subscribe for yourself or you can even subscribe for your clients. But if you are the client, now user 17 is what here? Client. When user 17 is subscribe, when I go and add subscription, are you seeing subscribe option here? Subscribe for. No, directly you are seeing what? Subject. So developer, above the subject, what you find? Subscribe. So who will see this subscribe is only developer. Client, client can subscribe for only himself. He cannot add subscription for others, but developer can add it for others. So options, remaining options are same. Only difference is when you are the developer. So generally developers itself will create subscriptions. So developer is creating a subscription for user 17. You can write the subject. I can give any name to the subject. I'll give this subject as it will send one mail. In the mail, you need to send with which subject? That is the question here. That is the one here. Sales dashboard 9 a.m. July subscription. I can give some name called subscription. Right. The next one is include an optional message. So it will send one mail, right? In the mail, if you want to write any message, you can write it. If you don't want to write any message, you can leave it. It's an optional. So when you need to send the subscription mail, when you want to send the subscription mail, whether it is daily or hourly or monthly or weekly or after data refresh, I want to send the subscription once my data set got refreshed. Once my data set got refreshed, I need to send that. Once my data set got refreshed, new data will come to the reports and dashboards. That time I need to send it. From what is the start date and what is the end date. So if you want to send the subscription for 1 week of time, you can just set the end date after 1 week. Or if you want to keep on sending, just leave this end date as empty. So if you add some new people here who don't have access to the dashboard, let's say for currently user 18 doesn't have access to the dashboard, I can even add user 18 also here. When I add user 18 here, you are creating a subscription for user 18. Does he have access to the dashboard? No. You are adding user 18 also. So what it is telling? Also, do you want to give the access? So you are adding a new person. Do you want to give the access? If you want to give the access, what you can do is you keep that checkbox. Yes, if there is any person who don't have access here, the people who are adding here, if there is no person, if there is any person who don't have access, give the access to them. Or and in the mail, do you want to include the link to this dashboard? It will send one subscription mail, right? In that subscription mail, do you want to send link to the dashboard? Yes, when you send the link to the dashboard, when they just click on the link, they will go to the dashboard directly. So better to send the link also, right? So even it will not only send the link, it will even send one png image also, guys. When you subscribe to the dashboard, what it will send? One image. So this dashboard, whatever the dashboard you have here, it will capture the snapshot of the dashboard and it will send one image also in the mail. Just click on save and close. That's it. When you click on save and close, when you go and refresh the data in the data set, so automatically one subscription mail will send to whom? Clients. A subscription mail will be sent to the clients. So if you want to stop the subscription, how to stop it is go to subscribe again. So if you can if you want to pass, you want to test it. I created one subscription, whether it is working or not, I can test it. How can I test it is run now. When I click on run now, you can test that whether it is working as expected or not. So or else if you want to pass it for a couple of days, you can pass it. Or else if you want to delete it permanently, you can delete it. So currently it is the subscription is on. If you want to pass this for a couple of days, you can pass it. If you want to delete it permanently, you can delete it. If you want to run now and if you want to test it, you can test it. Fine. This is subscribe, guys. So yesterday I explained about something called alerts. Alerts are different. Subscribe is different. What is the purpose of alert? When it is reaching some particular number, when the quantity is reaching 40K, then it will send the mail. Alerts will send a mail when it reaches a particular value. But subscription, what it will do? When new data is coming to the data set, it will send a mail. Both are different or same? Different. Their purpose is different. Once after the subscribe, the next one you are seeing is what? Edit. In the edit, you are seeing add a tile. Yesterday, we added one tile called the logo. We added another tile called the text box, guys. When you add the tile, a logo, add a tile. To add a logo, which one we selected? Image. When I click on image, there is title, subtitle. We have not discussed all this. We just discussed a URL only. Let's talk about remaining options, what we have. What are the remaining options is, where you can see it is edit details. When I click on edit details, I can see it. There is display title and subtitle. If you write any title here or any subtitle here, you'll see on the top like this. If you want to write something on top of the image like title, subtitle like this, you on this. If you don't want to write anything, uncheck this. Right? It's not showing any title or subtitle here. URL, we know about it. Now there is set custom link. What is the set custom link is? When I click on this image, is it performing any action now? Means no. When I click on this image, it is not performing any action. My requirement is when I click on my company logo, it need to take to my company website. It need to take to where? Company website. If you want to go to company website, where you need to give that is go to three dots and just click on what? Edit details. When I click on edit details, in the edit details, you have an option called what? Set custom link. When I click on set custom link, there are two options: external link or link to a dashboard or report in the current workspace. You are in the current workspace project 9 a.m. July 2022 workspace. When you click on this logo, if you want to go to another report or if you want to go to another dashboard, you need to go with second option. Let me go to second option first. I'm selecting link to a dashboard or report in the current workspace. When I click on this logo, I need to go to one of the report called sample report. There is one report with the name called what? Sample report. When I click on apply, now when I click on this logo, where I will go? Sample report. Look at this. When I click on the logo, I'm going to sample report. Just observe here. We're going to the where means sample report. So go back here. When I click on this image, if you want to go somewhere, you need to set it in where? Edit details. You need to set it here. This time I don't want to go to any dashboard or report in my current workspace. I need to go to company website. So company website is nothing but what? External link. That URL you need to give it here. What is the URL here is I'm just giving some URL here. I want to go to this page when I click on it. So when you click on this, do you want to open this page in the same tab, or do you want to open the web page in the new tab is the question here. So open the custom link in the same tab. If you want to open in the same tab here, you need to select yes. You want to keep the same tab, you need to stay in the dashboard as it is. As soon as you click on it, you need to open a new tab. And if you want to see the dashboard, you need to go and click on what? No, I need to open in the new tab here. You need to open in the new tab. So I'm clicking on no and click on apply. Now when I just click on this logo, where we are going now? To the company website. Right, like this. These are the details you have here. Title, subtitle, functionality, external link, link to the dashboard or report in the current workspace. Like this, even in the text box level also you'll find same details. Title, subtitle, title and subtitle, and then functionality, same options what I discussed. Even when I click on this text box, if you need to perform some action, you can perform it. So like this, we can add a logo, we can add a text box, you can even add other tiles, guys. When I go to add tile, you can even find other tiles here. What are the other tiles you are finding is, we can even add some video or we can even add some web content. So let me click on video. So generally we don't add videos, we don't add web content. Let me quickly show you. I want to add one video to my dashboard. Add a tile, click on video, click on next. So it is asking a video URL. Your video should be there in your one of the website or in your YouTube, and you just need to provide the video URL. So just open and get some link, guys. Just get some link here. You just open the video and copy the video link. Which one here? Copy link. Just copy the link and just go and paste that link here. Just check it, will it work or not. So it added a video, and you can resize the video how much size you want. If you want this much size, you can have it. You can even have it a bigger one. You can have it a bigger one. So you can even play this directly in the. You can even play this directly in the dashboard itself. Let me remove it. I don't want to add any videos. Just you have an option. And not only video, you can even add the web content also. Let's say there is a web page called powerbi.microsoft.com. I want to integrate this complete web page in my dashboard. Whatever the web page I'm seeing here, I need to integrate this web page in my dashboard. How to integrate this web page in our dashboard is, this time go to edit, click on add a tile. This time web content, click on next. Same title, subtitle, same functionality, all are. Extra one is what? Embedded content. That web page, web developers will generate some code in the back end. That code you need to paste it. Where you can find that code is right click on it, view page, source. You just copy this complete code. You just paste that in the embedded code. Click on apply. When you click on apply, it added a web page here. Now you can resize this web page. How much size you want, you can resize it. You can see that web content in the dashboard itself. Let's delete it. Right, that is add tile. Add tile. So here yesterday we discussed about tiles also, all the tiles. So there is one concept called building blocks in Power BI, guys. There is one concept called what? Building blocks in Power BI. What are the different building blocks we have in Power BI? The first building block we have is a data set, guys. You know what is data set? So yes, where we will develop the data set? In Power BI desktop. The second building block we have is report. We know what is a report, where we will develop it. We already know it. The third building block we have is visuals. Visuals is also one of the building block. And the fourth building block we have is what? Dashboards. Dashboards. And the fifth building block is tiles, guys. Tiles. We call this as building blocks in Power BI. For some reasons, when they ask you what are the building blocks we have in Power BI, data sets, reports, visuals, dashboards, tiles. We discussed what is tile yesterday. Everything in the report and dashboard we call it as what? Tiles. The next one is dashboard theme I already discussed. Next one is what? Mobile layout. So you when you develop the reports, so if you remember while developing this report, some report here, we we design for mobile also. How we design for mobile? So let me open. And when you develop the report, you need to design the mobile layout. In the same way, dashboard also you need to design mobile layout. We'll come to the dashboard. In the report, how we design the mobile layout is where we went, where we went to get the mobile layout. View. In the view tab, you have something called what? Mobile layout. Using mobile layout, we design this, right? We design it. In the same way, dashboard also, if you want to design the mobile layout, where we can design that is, you need to go to mobile layout. So here it will give automatically. If you like this, that is fine. If you don't like this, you can even arrange it in which order you want. You can even arrange it in which order you want. You can arrange them, guys. I'm just arranging it the order how I want it. I want to show logo and in single row I want to show it. These two visuals I don't want in two different rows. I'll add quantity here. I'll reduce the size. I'll add the sales. Like this, we can just arrange the mobile layout. I want to add this quantity somewhere top here, and even this count of customers also I want to add it on the top here. Right, like this, we can format it. When the client open this dashboard in the mobile, it will show like this. So if you want to switch it to if you want to go to web layout, you can go to web layout here. Now I am in which layout? Mobile layout. So when you make any changes in the mobile layout, will it impact web layout? Means no, web layout will remains same. Right, mobile layout. Once after the mobile layout, see related content. See related content. You can see related content on this dashboard. This dashboard was developed on top of how many reports? Four reports. That four reports was developed on top of how many data sets? Two data sets. So you will see the list format, dependent objects in the list format. When I go here, when I click on see related content, it will show in the list format. Instead of showing in the list format, if you want to show graphical format, we can go with what? Open lineage view. So what is the open usage metrics? To see the how many people are using the dashboard, we can see it. These are the dashboard options what we have. We understand every option. Fine. So far, if you see the list of topics in the Power BI service, we discussed till fifth topic, guys. What is the sixth topic? Refresh or schedule refresh the data set. Refresh or schedule refresh the data set. So we don't have much time today. So it need almost minimum 1 hour of time to explain. I'll stop here. I'll continue from here in tomorrow's class, guys. See you tomorrow.